Without the life-giving waters of Nile, ancient Egypt would have been a barren desert, too dry for farming. The river Nile gave the ancient Egyptians drinking water, as well as water for irrigation. Along the Nile River the farmer grew wheat, barley, fruits and vegetable. They also raised cattle, sheep and goats. The first villages of ancient Egypt appeared some 7,000 years ago. In time these small settlements increased and two kingdoms were created, Lower Egypt in Nile Delta, and Upper Egypt, along the river valley. In about 3100 BC King Menes, the ruler of Upper Egypt united the two kingdoms, and built his capital at Memphis. The king was most powerful person in ancient Egypt. He was worshipped as god Horus. And it was from about 1554 BC, the king was given title Pharaoh. Civilization reached a high level in Egypt, at an early period. By 3000 BC the Egyptians had already developed their hieroglyphic writing. A hieroglyphic writing is that system of writing which employs characters in the form of pictures. Those individual signs, called hieroglyphs, may be read either as pictures, as symbols for objects, or as symbols for sounds. This also marks the beginning of the Old Kingdom period during which the pyramids were built. The Great Pyramid at Giza was built around 2650 BC, and it is a remarkable feat of engineering. This provides the clearest of indications that the society of that period had reached a high level of achievement. The Egyptians were very practical in their approach to mathematics. They made great contributions to modern mathematics. They discovered decimals, fractions, negative numbers and even the value of pi. They had an understanding of solid geometry, and used it in their construction. The Egyptians were skilled in math and astronomy, and drew up a calendar of 365 days. They had a system of picture writing called hieroglyphics. Their doctors were best in the world. They built pyramids and temples bigger than any structure seen before, and trade overseas in large ships. The ancient Egyptians were a polytheistic people who believed that gods and goddesses controlled the forces of the human, natural, and supernatural world. The ancient Egyptians had many gods. They believed gods created the universe, and maintained order, but they were also involved in everyday life. They had gods for everything, and each god had different responsibilities, and needed to be worshipped so that life could be kept in balance. The ancient Egyptians also believed in life after death. They buried their dead in tombs filled with items for use in the afterlife. These tombs, with their paintings and treasures, tell us much about these remarkable people. They also believed that for a person's soul to prosper in the next world, the body has to be preserved. Most tombs were ransacked by robbers, but one survived largely intact. It was discovered and opened in 1922 by British archaeologist Howard Carter. The tomb belonged to the boy king Tutankhamun, and inside were priceless treasures of a vanished world. His face was covered with mask of gold, while his body was wrapped in linen inside a nest of 3 coffins, protected by 4 wooden shrines. Ancient Egypt is very old civilization which is completely unlike the world we live in today. Ancient Egyptian believed many things that we don't, and there is quite a contrast from their government to ours. And this difference make this civilization more interesting. There are many things that we have learned from them, such as mathematics and the 365 days calendar. Overall, ancient Egypt were a powerful and influential civilization of its time due to the difference